Be honest for a moment. How many times have you put on a skirt, looked in the mirror, and thought, why do I look older, not fresher? The truth is, a skirt can either be your best friend or your worst enemy after 60. Unlike trousers that balance the body or dresses that do the styling for you, skirts sit right in the middle. They frame your waist, elongate or shorten your legs, and determine whether your entire outfit feels modern and elegant or dated and frumpy. And here's the shocking part. Most women over 60 are wearing the wrong skirts without even realizing it. A skirt that's too long can drag your entire figure down, making you look heavier and shorter. One that's too short may feel daring, but instead of making you look youthful, it can make you appear as if you're trying too hard. Stiff fabrics can add unwanted bulk, outdated prints can lock you in the past, and ill-fitting skirts can erase the graceful silhouette you deserve to show off. The result? Instead of looking vibrant and confident, you risk looking tired, weighed down, or simply invisible. But here's the good news. It only takes a few smart adjustments to completely transform the way you look and feel in a skirt. You don't need to chase every trend, buy expensive designer pieces, or completely overhaul your wardrobe. With the right cut, the right length, and the right fabric, your skirt can instantly lift your presence, lengthen your frame, and highlight your natural elegance. At this stage in life, style isn't about hiding. It's about choosing clothes that work with your body, not against it, and that celebrate the woman you've become. In today's video, we're going to break down 5 of the most common skirt mistakes women over 60 make, and more importantly, I'll show you the fixes that make all the difference. By the end, you'll know exactly which lengths, fabrics, and styles to avoid, and which ones will help you look effortlessly chic, radiant, and years younger. Not by pretending to be 25 again, but by embracing your age with wisdom and confidence. So, let's dive in and uncover the skirt choices that truly honor your beauty and presence. Mistake 1. Skirts that are too long boxy. One of the most common skirt mistakes women over 60 make is choosing skirts that are too long and boxy. On the surface, it may feel like a safe choice. After all, a floor-lengthed or ankle-grazing skirt seems modest, comfortable, and forgiving. But in reality, these skirts can unintentionally add years to your appearance. Why? Because when a skirt is too long and lacks shape, it does more harm than good. Here's what happens. A skirt that drags near the floor visually shortens your legs, making you appear shorter and heavier than you actually are. Instead of creating vertical lines that elongate your frame, it swallows your silhouette in fabric. Combine that with a boxy shape that hides the natural curve of your waist and hips, and suddenly the skirt isn't flattering, it's overwhelming. Instead of elegance, the impression becomes frumpy, outdated, and weighed down. From a psychological standpoint, clothing that hides too much of the body often sends the wrong signal. It suggests you're trying to disappear rather than express yourself. While comfort is important, hiding under layers of fabric can make you look tired and disconnected from your vibrant personality. Imagine a statue covered with a heavy cloth. All the beauty, shape, and artistry are lost beneath the weight. That's exactly what an overly long, shapeless skirt does to you. So, what's the solution? The key is balance. Instead of a floor-sweeping skirt, choose a length that highlights your best features without overwhelming you. Meaty skirts, those that fall mid-calf or just below the knee, are universally flattering for women over 60. They reveal enough of the lower leg to elongate your silhouette, while still offering modest coverage. If you prefer longer styles, look for skirts that graze the ankle but taper gently or flow with movement, rather than sitting like a heavy block. Equally important is the shape. A-line skirts, wrap skirts, or skirts with gentle pleats can define the waist and create flow without clinging. These shapes skim the body instead of swallowing it, restoring balance and proportion. Choosing fabrics that move, like lightweight crepe, soft cotton blends, or linen with a little structure, also prevents that heavy, boxy look. These materials create motion with every step, which subconsciously signals energy and vitality. Color and styling play a role too. A monochrome midi skirt in navy black or jewel tones paired with a fitted blouse can instantly transform your look. Add a belt to subtly highlight the waist, or pair the skirt with elegant flats or low heels to lengthen the legs even further. Suddenly, instead of looking hidden or heavy, you appear polished, modern, and confident. At the end of the day, fashion after 60 should feel like freedom, not restriction. Choosing skirts that are too long and boxy may feel like a safe hiding place, but they are silently stealing your elegance. By opting for lengths and shapes that create flow and proportion, you'll discover how effortlessly a skirt can make you look lighter, taller, and more vibrant. And more importantly, you'll feel aligned with who you truly are, a woman who has nothing to hide but everything to celebrate. Mistake 2. Skirts that are too short. At the opposite end of the spectrum, another common mistake is wearing skirts that are too short. Many women over 60 reach for shorter skirts because they associate them with youthfulness, thinking that showing more leg will automatically make them look younger. But here's the reality. Ultra-short skirts often backfire. Instead of looking fresh, they can make you appear as though you are trying too hard, and in turn, they draw attention to areas you may not want emphasized. Skirts that sit well above the knee or in a mini length can break the natural line of your legs, making them look shorter and less graceful. They can also highlight signs of aging skin, something completely natural but not necessarily what you want as the focal point of your outfit. Even more importantly, ultra-short skirts can feel out of proportion to the rest of your body after 60, creating a sense of imbalance. The result is not elegance or vibrancy, but rather a distracted, awkward effect. From a psychological perspective, style should communicate confidence, self-respect, and harmony. When a skirt looks too youthful in cut, it can feel like it's competing with you instead of complimenting you. It gives the impression that you're chasing trends rather than embracing your age with grace. The message others receive isn't chic and confident, but trying to hold on, which is the opposite of the effortless presence you want to project. So, what's the solution? The key is to find a skirt length that feels youthful yet polished. The most universally flattering option for women over 60 is a hemline that falls right at the knee or just below it. This length elongates the leg, balances proportions, and creates a timeless, elegant look. Midi skirts, hitting mid-calf, are another beautiful choice. They offer modesty without sacrificing femininity, and when styled correctly, they project sophistication rather than severity. Equally important is the shape. A-line skirts, wrap skirts, or soft pleated skirts are excellent alternatives. These cuts flatter the waist, skim the hips, and create movement without clinging. They strike the perfect balance between structure and fluidity, allowing you to look chic without looking restricted. Pairing these skirts with a tailored blouse or lightweight sweater creates a balanced outfit that feels modern and refined. Fabric choice also matters. Instead of stiff or overly stretchy fabrics, go for materials with gentle drape, cotton blends, lightweight wool, or crepe. These fabrics fall smoothly, offering coverage without heaviness. A well-chosen fabric elevates the skirt, ensuring it looks polished rather than playful. Jewel tones, soft pastels, or classic neutrals can further enhance the effect, keeping the look fresh but age-appropriate. Accessories are the finishing touch. A knee-length skirt paired with chic flats or low heels instantly lengthens the leg line. Adding a belt can subtly define the waist, preventing the outfit from looking shapeless. Even something as simple as a delicate necklace or scarf can elevate the entire look from casual to polished. Ultimately, wearing skirts that are too short is a mistake not because it's forbidden, but because it rarely serves your best features at this stage of life. Style after 60 is about celebrating your elegance, not competing with the past. By choosing lengths and shapes that honor your natural proportions, you'll project a message of confidence, sophistication, and timeless beauty. You'll still look vibrant, but in a way that feels effortless and true to who you are. Mistake 3. Heavy, stiff fabrics. Another subtle but powerful skirt mistake that can age women over 60 is relying on fabrics that are heavy, stiff, and rigid. At first, these fabrics may seem appealing. They hold their shape, they feel durable, and they often remind us of quality. But when it comes to skirts, heavy materials like thick tweed, coarse denim, or stiff polyester blends can work against you. Instead of enhancing your figure, they create bulk, restrict movement, and add unnecessary weight to your look. The biggest issue with heavy fabrics is how they affect proportions. A skirt made of rigid material tends to stand away from the body rather than flowing with it. This makes the lower half look boxy and can visually widen your silhouette, especially around the hips and thighs. Instead of a graceful line, you end up with a blocky shape that drags the eye downward. Psychologically, stiff fabrics project severity. They feel structured to the point of being unapproachable, which is rarely the message you want to send in your 60s. Comfort is another problem. Stiff skirts don't move easily, so you may find yourself tugging or adjusting them when you walk or sit. The lack of fluidity not only restricts your mobility, but also makes the outfit feel dated and formal in the wrong way. Fashion at this stage should empower you to move with ease and confidence, not remind you of rules and restrictions. So, what's the solution? Lightweight fabrics that skim instead of cling or stiffen. Look for materials that drape gracefully over the body, creating soft lines and natural flow. Linen blends, lightweight cotton, silk, rayon, or crepe are all excellent choices. These fabrics breathe, move with you, and flatter the body by suggesting shape without exaggerating it. A skirt made of flowing crepe, for example, sways gently as you walk, subconsciously signaling energy and vitality. Texture also matters. Heavy tweeds and rigid polyesters often absorb light, making them appear dull and flat. In contrast, lighter fabrics catch the light in subtle ways, creating depth and liveliness. A soft A-line linen skirt in a pastel or jewel tone will instantly look more modern and fresh than a boxy tweed skirt, no matter how expensive the latter might have been. Length and cut pair beautifully with lighter fabrics as well. Meaty skirts in soft cotton blends or ankle-grazing skirts in rayon can elongate the body while staying comfortable. Pleats, wraps, and gentle gathers look elegant rather than bulky when made in these materials. The skirt becomes a piece that enhances your movement, not something that works against it. Finally, let's not forget color synergy. When you combine heavy, stiff fabric with dull or dark shades, the effect is often double-weighted. But lighter fabrics in richer colors, deep teal, burgundy, soft lavender, or ivory, bring vibrancy to your face and lift your energy. The message is no longer weighed down, but light, alive, and radiant. In short, while heavy, stiff fabrics may feel reliable, they often subtract from your elegance after 60. The smarter choice is to embrace fabrics that move with you, flatter your natural proportions, and project confidence and ease. When your skirt flows gracefully, it doesn't just make you look younger. It makes you feel lighter, freer, and more authentically yourself. Mistake 4. Outdated prints, details. One of the quickest ways to look older than you really are is by wearing skirts with outdated prints and overly fussy details. Many of us hold on to these pieces because they feel familiar, or because they once felt stylish decades ago. A floral skirt with oversized blooms, a plaid pattern from the 80s, or a skirt with heavy ruffles and bows may feel comforting. But the truth is, fashion evolves, and while elegance is timeless, details and prints that belong to a past era can instantly date your look. Outdated prints often dominate your outfit instead of enhancing it. Large, busy florals can overwhelm your frame, drawing attention away from your face. Loud plaids, garish color combinations, or repetitive motifs can make you look stuck in another decade. Similarly, skirts overloaded with details, ruffles stacked on ruffles, shiny appliques, bulky buttons, can make the outfit appear costume-like rather than chic. Instead of modern elegance, The impression is fussy and out of touch. The psychology behind this is simple. Clothing is a language, and prints and details are part of the vocabulary. When people see patterns or designs strongly tied to past decades, they subconsciously connect you to that era. This doesn't mean you can't wear florals, plaids, or embellishments. It simply means you need to update how you wear them so they support your elegance rather than undermine it. So, what's the solution? The answer is editing and updating. Start by letting go of skirts whose prints or details feel too busy, oversized, or dated. Instead, look for subtle, modern interpretations. Florals with smaller, delicate blooms can feel fresh and chic. Stripes or geometric patterns in clean lines are timeless and elongating. Polka dots and softer contrasts can be playful without overwhelming. And solid colors, jewel tones, neutrals, or soft pastels, are often the most versatile and flattering choice. When it comes to details, less is more. Skirts with clean silhouettes, gentle pleats, or a wrap design communicate modernity without excess. If you love embellishment, choose refined versions, like a single side slit for movement, or buttons that are simple yet elegant. Removing outdated extras like shoulder pad-inspired waistbands or shiny appliques can instantly refresh a skirt you already own. Even changing the buttons to something more understated can give an old skirt a new lease on life. Fabric plays a role here as well. Outdated prints on stiff polyester blends often look even more dated. But the same pattern, when printed on a flowing crepe or soft cotton blend, feels lighter and fresher. The material affects how the print is perceived. Stiff and rigid says old-fashioned, while light and fluid says modern elegance. Color choices matter too. Dull or muddy tones can make outdated prints look even heavier. By contrast, a floral skirt in fresh jewel tones or subtle pastels instantly feels more current. The idea is not to erase personality, but to channel it in a way that supports your natural elegance. Ultimately, outdated prints and details are a mistake, not because they're wrong, but because they no longer reflect who you are today. You are vibrant, wise, and evolving. Your clothes should communicate that. By choosing skirts with updated prints and simple, refined details, you'll appear not only modern but timeless. The focus will shift back to you, your smile, your energy, your confidence, rather than the outdated skirt you're wearing. Mistake 5. Poor fit, too tight or too loose. Perhaps the most common skirt mistake women over 60 make isn't about length or fabric, it's about fit. A poorly fitted skirt, whether too tight or too loose, can completely undo the elegance of your look. And because our bodies naturally change with age, waistlines soften, posture shifts, weight redistributes, fit becomes even more crucial after 60. The wrong fit can exaggerate areas you would rather soften, while the right one can instantly restore balance, proportion, and confidence. Let's start with skirts that are too tight. At first glance, you may think a body-hugging pencil skirt will make you look slim and polished. But in reality, overly tight skirts often highlight exactly what you'd prefer to downplay. Every crease, line, or curve becomes exaggerated, and instead of smooth sophistication, the result is often discomfort and self-consciousness. A tight skirt also restricts movement, which makes walking or sitting awkward, stealing away the graceful ease you deserve. On the other end of the spectrum are skirts that are too loose. Many women choose oversized skirts because they feel forgiving and safe, but instead of hiding flaws, these skirts tend to swallow the body whole, erasing your natural shape. A skirt with no definition at the waist or hips creates a blocky, shapeless silhouette that can add years to your appearance. Instead of projecting elegance, the impression becomes frumpy and disconnected. From a psychological perspective, fit communicates alignment. A skirt that fits well tells the world you know yourself and are comfortable in your skin. One that's too tight can signal discomfort or a struggle to keep up with a younger self. One that's too loose can suggest retreat or invisibility. Neither tells the story of a confident, vibrant woman at her best. So what's the solution? Look for skirts that skim the body rather than cling or overwhelm it. The sweet spot is structure with fluidity. A-line skirts are perfect for this. They highlight the waist while gliding over the hips. Wrap skirts are another excellent option, offering adjustability and creating soft lines that flatter without squeezing. Meaty pencil skirts in slightly stretchy but substantial fabrics can also be chic, provided they're tailored to move with you rather than against you. Fit also depends on tailoring. Don't be afraid to make small alterations. A simple adjustment at the waist or hemline can transform an average skirt into one that looks custom-made. Investing in fit pays dividends because a well-fitted skirt elevates not only your outfit, but also your posture and presence. Fabric plays a role here too. Stiff, clingy materials tend to emphasize poor fit, while medium-weight fabrics with a bit of drape create smoother lines. Think crepe, ponte knit, or blended cotton, substantial enough to hold shape, but soft enough to flow. Combine this with a flattering hemline, knee-length or midi, and you have a skirt that feels both elegant and effortless. Finally, styling is key. Balance a well-fitted skirt with a blouse that complements rather than competes. Add a belt for definition if needed, and choose shoes that elongate the line of your legs. When everything is in proportion, the overall effect is harmony, modern, confident, and timeless. Ultimately, poor fit is one of the biggest mistakes because it directly impacts how you feel. Clothes should support you, not fight against you. By choosing skirts that fit properly, not too tight, not too loose, you allow your natural elegance to shine. The result isn't just looking better. It's feeling lighter, freer, and fully aligned with the vibrant woman you are today. We've just walked through 5 of the most common skirt mistakes that can unintentionally add years to your look. Skirts that are too long and boxy, skirts that are too short, heavy, stiff fabrics, outdated prints and details, and poor fit. Each of these choices might feel familiar or even safe, but in reality, they can quietly work against your natural elegance. The good news? Every mistake has a solution. By choosing updated lengths, softer fabrics, modern prints, and flattering fits, you can instantly transform not only how you look, but how you feel. The key takeaway here is simple. Style after 60 is not about following trends or pretending to be younger. It's about embracing your age with confidence, self-respect, and grace. The right skirt doesn't just flatter your body, it enhances your presence. It tells the world you are still vibrant, evolving, and beautifully yourself. Remember, clothing is more than fabric. It's the frame through which others see your personality, your energy, and your spirit. When your skirts fit well, move with ease, and highlight your best features, you don't just look polished, you project confidence, joy, and timeless elegance. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, ask yourself, is this skirt highlighting me or hiding me? Is it weighing me down or lifting me up? With a few mindful choices, you can create outfits that not only look fresh and flattering, but also remind you, and everyone around you, that style truly has no age limit. Stay radiant, stay confident, and keep showing the world that elegance only grows stronger with time.